One thing that I've learned on this earth in my years of being here is that God is capable of making some beautiful creatures. God is very intelligent, and he creates some unique and wondrous and amazing creatures. And won't you agree? Like, just go out in nature and wake up in the morning and look up. You may see some birds chirping, or you may see a butterfly flying around. Wouldn't you agree that God makes some beautiful creatures? I mean, some of you are married, you know, and you have husbands and wives. Some of y'all may be attractive. Wouldn't you agree, that God makes some beautiful creatures? I mean, we see the women today, man. I mean, you know, well, now let me say this. Now, a lot of these women today, I have to give this disclaimer now. A lot of the women today have went against and altered God's creation. And when women do that, it looks very unnatural. Like, it really does. And the older you get, it doesn't look natural. Like, God didn't create that. People try to mimic it. The surgeon tries to get it, but we all know, and I'll give you scripture on how God feels about makeup and things like that. Like, God creates beautiful creatures. Do you see a little panda bear going out there and putting on makeup? Do you see panda bears, or do you think, how many people have cats and pets? Do you see cats? You see from all over the internet all types of cats. You see big cats, fat chubby cats, little cats, skinny cats, cats with one leg, cats with one eye. You see all type of cats, right? Do you see cats going to the doctor getting a sex reassignment surgery? Do you see a cat saying that they feel like they're a dog? Do you see a cat saying that it needs to get bigger breast? No, none of these things will ever happen in nature, but human beings, that God's chosen creatures. God chose us and had a special favor upon us, gave us dominion over everything on the earth. We have want to go against his creation and change up the beauty that he's made, everything that he's done, every person that he's made. He wanted them to be that way. He created them with a certain beauty, a certain uniqueness to fulfill. Like, you didn't even fulfill it. You killed it. You killed God's plan for your life when you went out and got that sex reassignment surgery or something like that. Or you was a woman and you went and chopped off your breast, or did things like that and took hormones and stuff like that. You didn't, because God may have had a whole plan. Not may have, he did have a plan, a whole plan for your life, and you stifled it. Not him. You did that. The surgeon did that. Don't put that on God. Now, when it comes to women and getting BBLs and men really don't run to the plastic surgeon for the most part. That's really very unique to men. Sometimes that happens, but again, it's very unique. But women, when you run and go get the BBL and get all this implants pumped into your body, you're altering God's design for your life. You're altering God's design, literally, in your body, in the way that he created you. Your body was meant to develop a certain way, to be a certain way. You're not meant to have, like, these BBLs. Women are having a hard time with them. You don't know what it's gonna do down the line. You don't know what it's doing to you now. When you get these implants and stuff, you don't know. Your body's being stretched and molded and doing, and you going under the knife as well, and it's not God's plan. So it's never good to go under the knife and put your life at risk, and just for some vanity, or just for things unless it's, now I don't have a problem, like, if it's something that needs to be corrected, then I'm not talking about that. Those are the only exceptions. If you There's women who, like, you have had things happen to them where they need things corrected, or people have things like cleft lips or something that needs to be corrected. It's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I'm not really so much talking to those people. I'm talking about for vanity purposes, and I'm talking about those who are altering the very creation that God designed them to be. There's things that we've done and made normal on this earth that are extreme. I'm gonna just keep it real. There's things that we've made normal on this earth that are extremes, but yet and still, God makes some beautiful creatures. I mean, we see this every day. All you have to do is get up, and some people don't take the time to pay attention to that. Your children that God give you. People don't take their time to pay attention to the beauty of their family, and they end up neglecting that. You know, they end up neglecting their family, their wife, their husband, and they think that there's something else better out there. A lot of times they're medicated. A lot of people in this society are medicated, drunk, high, on pills, all three. You know, and they can't see the true. You can't see true beauty when it's like that. You're in some psychedelic. You're in a whole nother realm. Like, you're not seeing what's really right in front of you. Like, some people, like, if anybody who's been an alcoholic or a drug addict or something like that, if you've detoxed and then came that time, like the day that you got out of detox, or like from a long period of being off of, on drugs or alcohol or something like that, that'd be like the first time that you've been seeing all people who've been born again. I put it to you have, and this is what has to happen. You have to be born again as well, not just coming. But if you came out of rehab, you can have like a similar experience. It's like being, you see things for the first time. You be like, you take your time to actually pay attention to and to appreciate life and things like that. This how also happens with people who may have had an accident, had a near death experience. That happens with them as well. Maybe a couple of weeks after recovery, man, they start appreciating life more. Start taking more time to look at things, taste things, see the beauty of life, appreciating nature, walks, just a walk, maybe just going out for a walk sometimes. See people, things like that. Well, no, a lot of people, I know a lot of us, we don't take the time to do that. I know this. You can't fool me. I get it. And it's not a problem. I get it. But I'm not going to make this video too long. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up. So with that being said, this is The Awakening. I am Super Solican. Peace and blessings to the hearers and doers of the Lord's word. I'm gone.